So today we are going to talk about different conductor materials which are used in power transmission and why aluminum is preferred over copper conductors. So guys, as you see here on the screen, there are four conductors or metals which are listed. The first one is silver, which is quite expensive and having a high conductivity in the metals. Next comes copper, which is having a good conductivity but lesser than silver. And then comes gold, which has almost 70% of conductivity with respect to copper. And finally, the aluminum, which has 60% conductivity with that of copper. So as you see that silver and gold are practically impossible to use, as well as we know that the prices of silver and gold in the market are very expensive. So it is not suitable and not economically feasible to use this metal as a conductor for power transmission because the transmission line is supposed to travel hundreds of kilometers, even sometimes thousands of kilometers. Okay, to transfer the power from generation to consumption point, there are only two options left. One is copper and the other one is aluminum. So now we will discuss the differences between copper and aluminum. So for this comparison, we consider that there is an aluminum conductor and copper conductor which are of same size. As you can see here that the conductivity of aluminum is 61% to that of copper. That means that this copper conductor can carry a large amount of current, almost 40% more as compared to that of aluminum conductor. And next is weight. The weight of aluminum conductor is just 30% as compared to that of copper conductor. And suppose the resistance of copper conductor is 1 unit, then the resistance of aluminum conductor will be 1.6 units. So if you want to reduce the resistance of aluminum conductor, we need to increase the cross-sectional area of the aluminum conductor. So if you consider that now the aluminum conductor used is with double the cross-sectional area of the copper, then the resistance of aluminum will become lesser than that of copper. And next comes price. As you can see that here the price of aluminum is 3 times lesser than that of copper. So even if you still double the size of the conductor, still it is very much cheaper than that of copper. And then the next weight is 30% is less when compared to that of copper. So still after doubling the size of the conductor, it is still 30% less weight when compared with copper. And the next most important point is copper is more corrosive. That whenever copper is exposed to atmospheric conditions or chemical conditions, it reacts and forms a corrosive layer that will degrade the conductor as well as it will reduce the performance of the conductor. When we assume we are going to use the conductor for transmission purposes, we expect it to last for a long life span. So because of all these economical factors as well as the weight, corrosive resistance factor, aluminum is chosen over copper. So that is why everywhere for transmission line, aluminum is preferred.